Wait for the Facebook to kick in here because everybody got your beaver nuggets, or at least your orders for your beaver nuggets. What about the brisket sandwich? It was a long night, and the Buc-ee supporters, the Buc-ee's fans, are happier today now that Stafford County will be the home of Virginia's third Buc-ee's store, the first in the Northern Virginia region. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is the Potomac Local Podcast. I'm Uriah Kaiser. Feels like I've been with you for hours now. Was with you for a good 7 hours last night as the Stafford supervisors deliberated on the beaver and ultimately approved the beaver. Buc-ee's new mega travel center, 120 gas pumps, 74,000 square feet of retail store space at the intersection of Interstate 95 and Courthouse Road. This is just off exit 140 in Stafford County. Long night, a lot of speakers, a lot of passionate people came out to speak. Some, of course, some in favor, some against. And at the end, it was the promise of at least $2 million in annual tax revenue that Buc-ee's would generate for Stafford County. That was enough to win over the supervisors. This obviously also comes after Stafford County supervisors hiked taxes on homeowners in the county starting July 1st for this 2027 budget by 4 cents, and 4 cents on every dollar, 4 cents on every $100 of property tax in Stafford County. And that equates to a major tax increase. I've been up a little too long to do the math in my head and tell you exactly what that number is, but it's big. And so the supervisors wanted to do something to help offset that, and the board of supervisors approved the measure 5-2, approving the conditional use permit that will allow Buc-ee's to build and put in 120 gas pumps. What do you think this morning, guys? I'm taking your comments. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, all the things. Let people know that we're doing this Potomac Local Podcast because I want to talk directly to you. I want to hear what's on your mind, what you have to say about all this and everything that we cover. Also on the pod today, we're going to be talking, it's our Woodbridge Wednesday segment. I like to have a little alliteration with our podcast. So on today's Woodbridge Wednesday, we're going to be joined by Faze Jumriani, owner of the new Laziz Kabob on Minnieville Road. They kindly invited us to come out and do that. But since I was at Buc-ee's all night last night, I kindly invited her to come on our podcast so she can talk to you about the new restaurant and tell us all about it, what it's all about. So first comment there, love Buc-ee's. Great to see these jobs coming in. Hey, Scott, how are you this morning? Thanks for chiming in. Let us know what you think. Please comment and tell us what you think about the new Buc-ee's. Like it could be opening as early as 2028, and it will be the third of its kind in Virginia. The first opened last year out at Harrisonburg in Mount Crawford, Virginia, in Rockingham County, just off I-81. A second is opening in New Kent County, just outside of Richmond on I-64. And it's interesting because the Buc-ee's people told us months ago, back in the fall, that the only reason why they wanted to locate here, the key reason, I assume there's a lot of reasons. They had open land. It's a busy space right off a highway. 20,000 cars a day would come and visit them and purchase from them. So it's a good prospect there. But it's the diverging diamond interchange that is what sold them on the location. And as you know, if you've been through that area, if you've been through a DDI, you know that it's a very efficient interchange. It moves cars from the right side of the road to the left side of the road, and it eliminates the need to make a left turn and cross oncoming traffic. So it's very safe. It virtually eliminates T-bone crashes. And because it's so efficient, they wanted to locate their Stafford store here at exit 140. They didn't want the airport, just one exit down where there's, many people said, well, there's more land down there. Why don't you go down there? They didn't want to go down to Kalahari, the new water park that's coming in Spotsylvania County. Didn't want to do that. They wanted that DDI. And last night we learned, because I haven't been following the development in New Kent County, which has not broken ground yet. They're waiting on the construction of they're going to redo that interchange where a New Kent store is going to go, and it too will be a DDI. So these DDIs in our area, there's obviously the one at exit 140 in Stafford. There's one in Haymarket in I-66. Prince William County built one at Prince William Parkway at Balls Ford Road near Gainesville. So these DDIs, they're becoming more common. I know there's one in Roanoke. There's one on I-64 at Zion Crossroads outside Charlottesville. So we've seen them come in over the past 10 years, and these innovative intersection designs is what VDOT calls them, are really spurring economic development. But isn't that weird, right? Because when you build something to improve traffic flow, more things, more businesses or apartments or whatever, more development wants to come around that improvement because it's making traffic flow much better. So what's the first thing you're going to be buying at the Buc-ee's? We know it's coming. We know that the debate on whether it should or should not is over. So if you've been to Buc-ee's, I've never been to Buc-ee's. I've never been there. I've never seen a Buc-ee's store. I was going to go out to the one in Mount Crawford to do a video and just one, time, right? There's never any, there's never enough of time. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what the place is all about. But if you have any Buc-ee's recommendations, please share them with our audience here, and I will share them with our audience too. I will read them if you comment. I'd love to hear from you. Please also like our YouTube page, please, at Potomac Local, YouTube at Potomac Local. Obviously, we appreciate everyone watching, but we also want to grow that page as well. Certainly use the support that YouTube has for its creators. YouTube has a wonderful program that actually supports its creators, and whereas Facebook does not. And you support us on Facebook, and we thank you for that. Thank you so much for your support for years, going on 16 years now of publishing Potomac Local on Facebook, online, and everywhere else, all the places. We're turning 16 in June, and I'm starting to get the gray hairs to prove it. But unlike YouTube, Facebook does not have a program that monetarily, financially helps us put food on the table. So if you could go like our page, youtube.com at Potomac Local, subscribe there and help us get that subscriber count up so we can help get more local news out and about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, pull up our meeting video from last night. Go to our page here. So many windows, so many times. And when you're tired, when you try to use shaving cream as hair gel, that's how you've been up a little while doing these things. But we'll make it. I'm not complaining. It's a blessing to do this job. I am not complaining at all. And I luckily didn't put that much shaving cream into my hair this morning. So we're good. We're all good. We've all had those mornings. It's midweek. Speaking of midweek, we've got a stormy Wednesday ahead. Storms this afternoon coming in. We can pull up the weather here in a minute, but I did check the forecast. Likely to see some rain this afternoon, storms coming in, and then a pretty soggy Thursday. Pretty soggy Wednesday evening, stormy Wednesday evening, soggy Thursday. Not so much storms on Thursday, but a soaking rain, and we desperately need it. Is it dry where you are? Are the ponds in your neighborhood drying up like they are in mine? Virginia is under a drought conditions. I think we have moderate to severe drought conditions, and we can certainly use all the help that we can get when it comes to bailing us out of the rain deficit that we have. So Let us know if things are dry where you are. Please comment below. Let me know where you're watching from, too. I would love to hear from you. Tell me if you're watching from Woodbridge, Manassas, Fredericksburg, Stafford, Dumfries, Occoquan, Bangladesh, wherever you're watching from. Please let me know. Love to hear from you. Love to hear from you. All right, so I'm going to pull up our video. Let's see if we can get the old YouTubes fired up here. And view on YouTube. That's what I want right there. Get this up and see the meeting. There we go. There's the video. Hello and welcome in wherever you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, X. One of the funny things I'm that I'm going to show here in this video covering is a guy named Shamgar Connors, and he knows how to make a spectacle of himself. He knows how to get the attention of people who normally are looking down at their phones or rolling their eyes. You know, you have seen some politicians can get bored during 7-hour meetings. Believe me, I can get bored in a 7-hour meeting. Watching from St. Croix. Go Buc-ee's. Great to have you, Michael. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for watching. But this guy, Shamgar Connors, is he knows how to get attention. So this guy came to the meeting last night. He was dressed in a Buc-ee's suit, and you can see him right there in the shot there. He's sitting down there, and whereas most people got up and said, "Hey, bring this. I want this development." Or others said, "Hey, no, this is a bad idea. It's going to be too much traffic, too many cars. Don't bring this here." Shamgar got up and he did a taste test and put all the food from Buc-ee's into his mouth and tasted it for us. He did that, and I'm gonna pull that video up so we can see that, because it was one of the more humorous moments of the meeting.
Start. Gary Smith, Sharonda.
Now the gentleman coming up to the mic now. We've actually interviewed him on Buc-ee's. Did I lose him? Oh, there he is.
It's really sweaty. It's hot. This thing's hot, guys. I mean, geez, I'm sweating to death. But anyway, look, Buc-ee's beaver nuggets. This is what I was talking about last time. Okay, so I'm gonna try it live. Ready? Oh, I didn't mean this. I'm not trying to get mad. Just ready? Right. Oh, that's good. Oh man, sorry guys. People that don't like Buc-ee's, I don't know. Well, hold on a second. That's pretty good. Huh? Hey, so yeah, I like Buc-ee's a lot now. Obviously, now listen. I also got peanut butter and caramel with cinnamon popcorn. Now, look, if you guys want some, I'll let you try it after, but I don't want to waste all my time. So just hit me up. All right, look at these things. See that? Ooh, look.
So he's got bags and bags of food.
People that don't like Buc-ee's, sorry.
From Buc-ee's that he ordered off Amazon.
All right, listen. By the way, I did try the beef jerky from there before, but I ate it all before it came. Sorry. So it's good, but I couldn't. You just when I was sitting there, guys, not eating this stuff this whole time while I was speaking, that was stuff. Now back to this. Beaver Buddies animal cookies. Ready? These have to be good. They're probably shaped like beavers, I guess. I don't know. I mean, look at that. Wow. The beavers. Oh, this is going to be good. And I got like sprinkles on them. Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah.
So you get the picture. Good. You get the picture. He basically spent everybody got 3 minutes to speak, and he spent his time doing a Buc-ee's taste test. All the stuff that he got was from Amazon, which was some of some of the people who spoke against Buc-ee's said, if you want beaver nuggets, you can do what Shamgar Connors did and order them off of Amazon, and they'll ship them to you. There's no need to build a Buc-ee's here in Stafford County, because you can get all that stuff off Amazon. Buc-ee sells it. But they did. And this has been discussion for a better part of 3 years. I was oddly enough, 3 years ago on a police ride along. I was doing a story about police in Stafford County, the sheriff's office. And I on that ride along, I heard that they're going to be, hey, Buc-ee's wants to build here. And I said, what, really? Okay. That's, you never know what you're going to learn when you hang out, when you hit the streets with the cops. You never know. And I thought, being a reporter for a long time, I thought I had my finger on the pulse and would know if something like that was coming. But that was the first time that I had learned that Buc-ee's was interested in that site. And so for 3 years, we've heard the pros and the cons. Buc-ee's, they were gracious enough to come out in October of 2025 and stare down a room full of people who opposed their project and answer their questions. So often we get these, especially at utilities, when we're dealing with, transportation, VDOT, Dominion, what have you. They'll hold these Dominion electricity for electrics when we cover these data center things. They'll hold these meetings, but they're just like, they open up a room and they set these poster boards around the room, and you can go around the room and look at the display boards that they have to show you what the thing that they want to build is going to look like. And then there's someone standing by the display board to answer your question, but there's never a town hall. There's never a place, you remember the scene from Jaws where they're in the room, the town's in the room, and they keep asking the chief, like, are you going to close the beaches? What are you going to do? There's never that. They don't want that. They don't want to face that type of questioning. Well, Buc-ee's did. Buc-ee's came and did. They weren't going to do it, but Stan Beard, who is the chief everything guy, it seems, over at Buc-ee's, who comes out and does these land use deals and works with the public and the boards of supervisors and counties and cities and what have you, stood up and took questions. And it was not easy. And they really shouted some questions at him and made him earn his pay that night. But he did it. And kudos to him, the reporter. Hats off, the old press. Hats off to Buc-ee's for doing that. So, what are you most excited about? Are you going to avoid the area? Were you a Buc-ee's detractor? Did you not want this? Are you going to not go over to the Embry Mill area now? It'll be interesting to see. Are you going to line up? Are you going to be the first in line when Buc-ee's opens to make sure that you get the first hot off the brisket? I would love to hear from you. Please comment and tell us what you think about all of that. It is interesting. Some of the things that we heard last night. Buc-ee's is expected to be the county's fourth highest commercial taxpayer, bringing in an estimated about $2 million a year in commercial tax revenue for Stafford County. Amazon at number one brings in over $3 million a year. So that gives you some sense of Amazon, the data centers, right? Data centers in Stafford County. Scott Majowski, who is the treasurer of the commissioner of the revenue in Stafford County, presented his data and estimated that if Buc-ee's, now that it's approved, will be the fourth highest paying commercial taxpayer in Stafford County, well behind, coming in 3 places behind Amazon and the data centers. So it was passed 5-2. You had 5 supervisors on the board who approved it. You had 2, Maya Guy of the Aquia District and Dr. Pamela Young of the Garrisonville District, where the development itself will sit inside the Garrisonville District. She voted no. So we streamed the meeting. It started at 5. We kicked on our stream at 6 p.m., thinking that we would give the supervisors at least an hour to get some of their early business done. But yet our stream went on for about pushing 7 hours. So it was a long meeting. It was a long meeting last night. But this is how the sausage gets made. And we are happy to bring that to you. And we know that you enjoy knowing what's happening in your neighborhood. And that's why we encourage you to like and subscribe on our channel, on our website at potomaclocal.com to sign up for our free email newsletter, so you know exactly what's happening where you live and you never miss a headline. Go now and share. Let's go to our website now and share this guy so we can get a sense of what is on the site today already. We've got some news. I was up late posting this last night. And of course, if you have news, you can send it to news@potomaclocal.com. I read all your emails. If you want to give somebody a shout out, if somebody did something really nice for you, if you have a shout out for a local business, or you want to highlight something, if you know of a great charity event going on, if you have an event going on, you can go to our website and post it for free. Matter of fact, I'll show you. You can go right to our website and click either announcements or calendar. And when you go there, there's a submit event button right there. It's totally free to submit an event. Go in here and you can believe this is our submission page. You can actually submit events to, in addition to Potomac Local, you can also submit events to 6 other websites in Arlington, Alexandria, Fairfax, Montgomery County, Maryland, and Popville in Washington, D.C. If you have an event that's specific outside of the Potomac local area, Fredericksburg, Manassas, and Woodbridge, or you just want to reach more people, you think it's a good idea to, if you're having an event in Fredericksburg, Manassas, or Woodbridge, and you want even more people to know about it, then there's a great option to come to get people to come to your event. So go to our page, potomaclocal.com, and click on events, and then click submit events. On the site this morning, breaking news, we got the southbound closed I-95 in Caroline County. It's just outside our viewing. This is just south of Fredericksburg here. There's a crash this morning just after 4 a.m. Mile marker 113 southbound involving tractor trailers. And I did just get some new photos of this crash from state police. And where did it go? So many, there we go. So many emails coming in. But yeah, unfortunately, this is a fatal crash. This image coming to us from state police. And the driver, so what happened was there was the 2 tractor trailers were involved in this, and the tractor trailer that struck the second tractor trailer in front of him, the driver of the striking vehicle, the driver of the striking vehicle died. And police still have I-95 south shut down at this time. So if you're headed south, avoid that area. And very tragic story. Sorry to hear about the loss there this morning, but we're going to update that story here. So we have that up on the site. There's our story about Buc-ee's. You can go to potomaclocal.com, sign up for our free email newsletter, and get all of these stories emailed to you. So if you want it easy, we make it easy. Definitely go to our website and get them there. We got some cool photos from the Fredericksburg 2026 Marine Corps Horse Historic Half that was held over this past weekend, and the winners of that race that was held in Fredericksburg. And we want to say congratulations to, and I don't want to butcher anybody's name, but Naphtali Moulton claimed the men's title, and Addison Alhouse of Fort Belvoir and Luke Gilman of Stafford came in second and third, respectively. In the women's division, Natalie Daniels dominated with a winning time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and Elizabeth Wu of Centerville placed second, followed by Shannon Booker of Springfield. The winner, Natalie Daniels, is from Fredericksburg, so hometown girl, hometown hero right there. Congratulations. So you can read more about that and see the photos that were captured by the good folks at Quantico Marine Corps Base and shared with us, because they're awesome, because they know how to take a great photo and share them with the public and build that sense of community, which I'm here for, which we're all about here at Potomac Local right there. I've got this we shared in our email newsletter last night at 4 p.m., but it's official. Manassas has changed its name. Manassas has changed the name of its airport, I should say. Manassas is still Manassas, but the airport is now Washington Manassas Airport. Changed it from Manassas Regional Airport, or as it's also known as Harry Davis Field. It will still, oddly enough, be known as Harry Davis Field, but the name, according to the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, is now Washington Manassas Airport. All of this comes as the airport is undergoing an expansion and anticipates commercial flights, jet passenger flights to the airport sometime in 2027 to start. And the thinking on the name change was they want to make it easier for people to get to understand that this airport is a gateway to Washington, D.C. And if you're coming in from wherever you're coming in from, Vegas, Florida, and you don't know Manassas, but you know you want to go to Washington, D.C., this is an option here for you. And by changing the name, it makes it easier for out-of-towners to understand. What do you think about the new airport name? Do you think they should have left it alone? Do you think they should have called it Manassas, Washington, to honor the actual town that it's in? Do you think they should call it something completely different? There was even some calls to call it. We did a poll. It's of course not scientific, and we had some suggestions naming it after some historic people in our area. Of course, there was someone who said name it Donald Trump Airport because he'll give all kinds of money if you do. But this was the name that the board of the city council decided that they were going to do. And this is the one the FAA approved. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. And congratulations to our buddy over in Dumfries. Joseph Vines has just been named assistant town manager, deputy town manager. He was on our podcast earlier this month talking about all the events going on in the area. Every month, I invite local leaders onto our podcast to talk about the fun things that are going on in their towns, where they are, what they're doing, so we can help tell you how to better be a local tourist where we live, so you can get out and support the small businesses and the community and don't have to travel too far to go have some fun right in our backyard. So that is congratulations to him and good folks over at Dumfries who told us about Mr. Vine's promotion. We'll be doing that podcast again. I've actually got to send out our invitation, and I send it out to all the towns, all the counties, all the chambers of commerce, to invite them to come on and talk about the good stuff that's gone on, the fun stuff. We spend so much time talking about why the cops are on your street, or we do a 7-hour meeting over Buc-ee's and hear people you just get at each other. And there were a couple times during that Buc-ee's meeting where the meeting was stopped one time because after somebody had spoke, somebody who was sitting in the audience, it seemed like they didn't like what that person had to say, and so the chairman of the board in Stafford took a brief recess and stopped the meeting. And so yeah, instead of doing that stuff all the time, we like to go and cover the fun stuff, the good stuff too. The fun, that's good. The good stuff. So we're waiting for our restaurant owner, Laziz Kabob, to join us. Waiting for that to come on here. So in the meantime, we will check in to see how traffic is moving on I-95. This is right there at the closure scene in Caroline County. Traffic, as you see, southbound is on the left side of your screen. Traffic still being diverted off the highway at exit 113. This is Ladysmith. And I believe this is on the right side of the screen here is the old, if you're familiar with the area, this is the old for the Virginia Bazaar, which has long since been closed. But this is, again, the scene of the fatal crash in Caroline County, I-95, exit 113. And I'm just going to go ahead and update our story as we wait for our interview to come on. There's someone. I'm going to put this out here. There's a comment we have on the. Does anyone know what is replacing the Safeway at Harbor Road? Is this the one in Lake Ridge at Tackett's Mill? That's the closest I can think. Harbor Drive. Is that what you're thinking about? Let me know, because I've not heard that it is closed. And if it is closed, someone please let me know that it's closed. Someone please take a photo of the front of the building if you drive by. All we need is just pull up in your car, stick your phone out the window, take a picture of the building, the sign. Don't do it from the road. I don't want to squint or zoom in, but if you can, take a picture, especially if it has a closed sign. I was not aware that it's closed, so I'm not saying it's closed. Just putting that comment up there. I'm not aware that it is closed, but if it is, please let me know. We'll call Tackett's Mill and find out what's going on. All right, I'm going to switch back over to more of the last, the Buc-ee's meeting and the taste test. Shamgar Connors.
Ah, good. Look, I also got Southwest Trail Mix. Like, they got everything at Buc-ee's. I mean, how can we not get this here? Listen, guys, I might have to get on my knees and beg. And I need Buc-ee's here now. I had to order this online. I can't wait 2 days to get it shipped to me ever again. I need this now. Okay, so all right. Wow, that crunch. Oh, wow. This is good stuff. We need Buc-ee's here now. This is wow. Well, if I mix it with beaver nuggets and this. Well, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up after. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's good though. Wow. All right, I got one. Oh man. All right, look. If you want after this, I'll share it. But I mean, you gotta come fast. I'm gonna eat all this. Okay. I can't wait. I'm gonna eat this off the floor too. I don't care. This is good. Wow. And I'm not supposed to talk to the Buc-ee's people, but after I'm going to talk to them and say, thank you, guys. I love you. All right, thanks.
All right, you're done. Thank you.
I'm done.
That's proof positive that everyone gets their 3
you guys
minutes
want any?
No,
in
sit
local
down.
government.
Okay.
Shamgar Connors making a spectacle of himself once again at a
Okay.
Stafford County
Wait.
Board of Supervisors meeting,
Oh,
doing a taste test of different Buc-ee's foods, wearing a Buc-ee's onesie outfit. Everyone gets their 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Lillian Swain. I live in the George Washington District. I did not bring snacks. I really didn't bring any facts and figures, but I've got a story for you. It's my own story. A couple of years ago, I was driving down Interstate 95 South, heading to South Carolina, my home state. My phone was running low on batteries. I needed a recharge cord. I was coming up on Buc-ee's in Florence, South Carolina, and I thought, I've never been to a Buc-ee's. I'm going to go in there and get the cord. And I did. Got my cord, used those sparkling clean bathrooms. Everything went well. One problem. Traffic was backed up about half a mile in the right lane of 95 to go to Buc-ee's. Now you might say, okay, is that Buc-ee's in the middle of a big commercial district? Nope, pretty rural right there. Well, maybe there were other commercial enterprises on that exit. Buc-ee's was the only one on the right-hand side of the road where I was going. Well, maybe it was a holiday. Nope. Was it a weekend? Nope. Was it summertime when everybody's on the roads? Nope. It was a Tuesday in the 1st of May. Buc-ee's was backed up. Now, earlier, Buc-ee's representatives, the lawyers, said that Buc-ee's knows how to move traffic in and out of Buc-ee's. And maybe they do. Maybe I just hit them on a bad day. So I made a point 6 days later when I was coming back north on the interstate to look and see if the traffic was still backed up to get to Buc-ee's. And it was. So I'm kind of a fan of Buc-ee's. I mean, I got to say, when I heard Buc-ee's was coming to Stafford County, I thought, that's pretty good. I didn't know where it was going to be. And when I found out it was going to be at the Courthouse Road exit, the brakes went on because we've got a lot of traffic at the Courthouse Road exit.
All right, so we got the meeting there, the meeting video, and just some sights and sounds of the meeting that took place at the Stafford County Board of Supervisors last night when they approved the Buc-ee's 5-2, and I just had to play that Shamgar Connors clip because it's very, I mean, what you heard, you know, obviously it's a public meeting, it's a government meeting, local government. Most of the commenters sounded like the last lady who was just speaking there, but when somebody brings in a full-on taste testing thing to the meeting, and not only that, dresses up in a Buc-ee's onesie, you take notice, and you go from there. So I just updated the Caroline County fatal crash article. I will be doing later today. We'll be doing more coverage from the town of Dumfries. They had their meeting last night. So did Manassas Park City, held their meeting. The governing body in Manassas Park held their meeting. So lots going on, and we don't have our guest here. We are still awaiting our guests. So if we do not get our restaurateur to come on, we may have to schedule another time. I do want to say, I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Tommy Tutwiler, who who directed his last choral show at C.D. Hilton High School, my alma mater, where I graduated from many, many years ago. But it was his final performance last night, and one of his students emailed us and said we would love it if you would do a story about that. And so I emailed back and invited Mr. Tutwiler to come on and talk to us about his career and serving the students of Hilton High School and his reflections. And hopefully he takes us up on that. I've not heard back yet, but I did see some photos posted to Facebook of Mr. Tutwiler's performance, and it's very cool to see that. So thank you. He was never my teacher. He came in after I left. So I mean, we have Laura Britton. I had Laura Britton, who is actually still teaching at Forest Park. Shout out to her for being a great teacher. And we had the legendary Melvin Goodwin, who retired. And when I was and I still was working at I think it was News and Messenger by this time, News and Messenger, the old Potomac News and Manassas Journal Messenger newspaper. I actually got to write a story about his retirement. It was fun to be able to do that. But that's been, for those you remember, the old newspaper in Prince William County, which closed in 2012. It's been some time ago that I wrote that story. So congratulations to Mr. Tutwiler. Again, if you want to send a shout out or congratulations to someone, if you want to say something nice to someone who did something nice for you, if you want to highlight a small business, if you want to encourage people to check out an event, please let us know. Drop a line in the comments. Send us an email, news@potomaclocal.com, news@potomaclocal.com. You can also text me, 571-989-1695. If you see something when you're out and about, whether it's a new business opening or something that just wasn't there yesterday, send me a picture. We'll look into it. We'll track it down. You are our eyes and ears in the community, and we cannot do this without you. We cannot do this. We cannot put together this local news outlet and produce the content, the local news that you so rely on, without your help. You help us gather the news because you are our eyes and ears. You're our best source of information. You support us by becoming a member, whether you go to our website at potomaclocal.com and become an annual member, which costs less than a movie ticket per month, less than your favorite drink at Starbucks for sure. We rely on you to like our content, what on whatever social media platform that you're watching on, whether it be Facebook or YouTube or X. We encourage you to subscribe to us, especially as I said earlier on the stream on YouTube. We're always trying to grow that because YouTube supports its creators in ways that other platforms do not. And so we encourage you to like us on YouTube. And if you've listened to us while you're around the house or out in the gym, out in the yard, whatever you're doing, and we certainly encourage you to listen to us over there on YouTube or wherever you want to listen to us. We certainly appreciate that, but we certainly appreciate your feedback, support, tips, all the good stuff. Thanks. This is from the Crow's Nest Outdoor Adventure Camp and Resort. Thanks for your input on Buc-ee's last night. Yeah, no, thank you. I saw Mark spoke there. Mark, who was on our Potomac Local podcast. I believe it was last week, was it? So good news for the supporters of Buc-ee's who wanted that out there, who wanted that to come. It's very interesting. The Crow's Nest, is if you heard the podcast that we did, they're at the Crow's Nest Outdoor Adventure Park. They're essentially trying to build a campground on land that they own, build a campground at the confluence of the Potomac Creek and the Potomac River in Stafford County. And they're able to do so by right, and the county continues to block them from building on their property and has taken them to court. And these guys are now awaiting a decision from a judge that could come sometime this summer. And we've been following that story, and they have been very gracious with their time to come on and tell us how they have been affected by the county's actions and what they want to do to impede them from what they want to do with their own property. So, so I don't see our guest coming on, and I have not received any emails. So what I'm going to do here is we are getting close to the 10 o'clock hour, and the news doesn't sleep. That doesn't stop. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Potomac Local podcast, and we will get going on the website, get tracking with news. Sign up for our free daily email newsletter at potomaclocal.com, and you'll see what we've been working on all day long. So thanks for joining us today, guys. Appreciate all the feedback, all the love, all the support, all the likes, all the subscribes. And we will do this again tomorrow. Talk to you soon.